Continue campaign. Any minute now. How are you doing? I've got a I'm doing okay. I just have a really busy week ahead of me, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's sort of really already begun, hasn't it? To be fair, we are. This is Monday, but I took it a little easy today. Right. Yes. I think this is where we left off last time. Well, clearly it is, because I just loaded the save game, but yeah. We're here in Greece, fighting them Macedonians and the Greeks as well, both of them. Also, hello Sparta, what are you doing? We took Athens last time, so we're doing reasonably well, and we've got a lot more army stuff milling about in Greece at the moment. We got Norbanus here, as well as the lawyer guy whose name I don't remember off the top of my head. But I think we've got someone else here too. It might be old Publius Scipio as well, actually. Elsewhere, things are going relatively okay. We managed to finally get some map information on Carthage. But most of the, well, pretty much the entire focus right now is on the east, is on Greece. Essentially, as you can see, and it looks like a battle is about to occur here. Are we attacking or defending here? We're attacking an army of Macedonians, apparently. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be pretty one-sided, it has to be said. But I daren't auto-resolve it, because you know what happens when you auto-resolve in this game. Your idiot general somehow manages to get, like, everybody killed. Because the funny thing is, I think, you notice how he's got, like, 4 command stars and we got 1? Command stars basically mean absolutely 0 in terms of real-time battles. Like, the AI does not really get any smarter depending on how many command stars it's got. However, it does matter in auto-resolve, and I think that's why we get some particularly strange auto-resolve results. But also because, I think, as someone pointed out last time, the way it calculates auto-resolve, it assumes that all of your missile units get to fire all of their ammunition before getting into combat, which never happens in real-time battles, like, very rarely. So, problem is Death Sniper, like, every time someone's like, oh, you should check out this YouTube channel for anything, whether it's someone giving me advice on how to play 40k or how to do painting and stuff like that. Problem is, I do not have enough time in the day to spend watching hours of YouTube videos by someone else telling me how to play the game. This is why I stream it myself and ask for help, because I don't have time to go watch some other guy's YouTube videos, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have already done that, I think. So far, I've managed to muddle through with the help of the in-game tutorial thing a little bit, and the Stellaris wiki, which you can access from that button down on the bottom right. So that's the way I've muddled through so far. And muddled is definitely the right word for it, I think. So yeah, let's mop these guys up. This won't take very long. 3 bloody characters in this army as well. I'd like to kill them. That'd be pretty good. Oh, you're in Australia. We have a few Australians that occasionally manage to make it in here. I'm glad you managed to finally turn up. Welcome to the stream. For however long you do decide to stay for. But I suppose I should throw a shout out to the folks watching on YouTube as well. I don't do that often enough. I've thought about starting to do it a little bit more professionally, where we officially start the actual recording, so to speak, that goes on YouTube, and I actually do a little intro saying hello to the YouTube viewers. But I always forget to do it. And then remember about a quarter of the way in, like now. I'm just like, oops. Hi, YouTube. I haven't forgotten about you. Yeah, I am a bit of a blustering moron now you mention it, Mr. General Man. This is not a particularly epic battle, mate, so we'll just get on with it, I think. This is a very Have we fought a battle here before? This battlefield feels very familiar. For some reason. Anyway, right. Roman cohorts at the... Actually, there's not very many of you is there? So never mind, forget I said anything. I was going to say Roman cohorts at the front because they're slightly more expendable. But I don't want my front rank to be really tiny, so... Fine. They all should be the second rank. And we'll have the third line Triari at the back. As per usual. Might want to move these guys up the hill a little bit, actually, once I'm done figuring the formation out. Cavalry. You guys can chill at the back here. As can you. Ah, yes, we have artillery, don't we? In this army. Let's move it as far forward as we possibly can. And while we're at it... Come on, come on. Let me do it. Let me do this. There we go. No! Squeeze this formation's ranks much tighter than I normally would in order to minimize the risk of these stupid siege ballistas dropping rocks on our own men. Because believe me, that will happen. And the Velites can sit at the front and they can charge off and start throwing spears at people. Okay, good. And yeah, let's relocate you all up here. Good. Start the battle.
The enemy have brought up more men.
These things can move, right? Yes, good. You know how it is with some artillery pieces that are completely static and you can't move them. So we've got some levy pikemen and these annoying little gits. They're ostensibly kind of light infantry peltas type dudes, but they're also quite difficult to eradicate because they've got armor and big shields. And yes, just multiple units of generals cavalry, basically. And then more levy pikemen, and more of these gits. So once again, this is really a damage control exercise rather than a will we actually win kind of a question. Also, oh crap, I left these guys under AI control. Alright, never mind. Oh no, actually to be fair, this is just the bullshit mercenary army, isn't it? This is the bullshit mercenary army. The one problem we might have is that this general here, the governor, is probably going to get his ass suicide killed, like Charge of the Light Brigade style, because that's what they always end up doing. But aside from that, this lot are pretty damn expendable, actually, because it's literally all just overpaid mercenaries, and I really don't care if they all die. So, yeah, cool. What's the range on this thing? Goes to about there, alright. I am actually, for once, I'm willing to let the allied AI do something completely stupid. Unfortunately, it's not like Medieval 2 where we have at least a limited degree of control. Which I remembered, at least recently, was a feature of Medieval 2 because I was playing the Third Age last week. And I ended up in a battle alongside some elves when I was playing as the dwarves, and I was able to actually control the elf army slightly. I could tell the entire army pretty much where I wanted it to move and what stance to adopt, and, you know, that was pretty good. So I could at least prevent them from suicide charging. I still lost the battle, but, you know. Third Age is pretty hardcore, actually, I've got to admit. It's very cool. Love the whole Tolkien setting and the amount of effort and work that went into that mod. It's making me want to read the books again, honestly, and watch the films again. But they recommend you play the campaign on very hard battle difficulty and very hard campaign difficulty, and it does not fuck about. Like, oh my days, come on. The range on these catapults is pitiful. But yeah, that mod does not screw around on very hard difficulty. Like, it's pretty rough. Almost 1,000 hours of Stellaris. Jesus Christ, man. All right, yeah, you're definitely the one to ask for advice. I'm just gonna while we're waiting here for these guys to sort their stuff out. I think I just misclicked, didn't I? Yeah, I'm opening the screen recording software. Damn it. Also, hold the phone. If you're gonna start firing, at least use the flaming ammunition. All right, I just launched the stupid screen recording software because I meant to open Discord. And oh, I think we just got a really juicy hit there. Hold on. Let's get back in the game. Oh yeah, boy. Splat. How about you? Oh, you can't actually. You're not in range of those guys. Oh, fine, whatever then. That was disappointing. All right. I want to see if the actual, like, if the bot's working. But no, the bot's not working. The bot is on holiday again. Ooh, no. Nearly hit. I was getting excited then, but it missed. Yeah, chat seems a bit quiet this evening, and I think the reason is that I forgot to put a Twitter announcement out, but also Discord didn't go off either. Angus and his bot that never works. Dearie me. Okay, that's sent. Oh, did you see that? The death, the actual death. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't work either, I'm afraid. So the uptime command doesn't work either. Right. Okay. Done. The admin is done. Let's get back to the game. Look at the corpses. Thunder! Thank you very much for the resub. Good sir. I appreciate it tremendously. I appreciate it almost as much as I appreciate these ballistas actually hitting something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Friendly AI has arrived. Get ready for the carnage. Oh, there we go. Oh! We just got... Oh, man. That's now twice in 2 Total War series we've done where that's happened. Brilliant. Oh, gosh, there we go. Got a bunch more of them. Man, every army I have needs to have a unit of these things because they're... Oh, my goodness. So good. Particularly in this mod where it takes ages to kill stuff. That is just beautiful. Just fucking pick up those siege ballistas, point them at the most irritating enemy unit I can find. This guy is so lucky he didn't just die then. Holy shit, he was like millimeters from death right there. Okay, I think battle has been joined. Yes. I say a battle's been joined. It's been joined in the most cack-handed fashion I think I've ever seen. But hey. Man, we've still got a ton of ammunition left. Oh my god, did we just... Okay, I think we just nearly killed one of our friendly generals there. Nearly killed the governor. Great. What a display. I mean... This is the AI versus the AI. In other words, immediately send both sides' generals to charge it at each other and duke it out in the middle of the battlefield while getting projectiles rained on them. Basically, that's the way the AI does things in this game. Oh, another direct hit. Look at that. Did we just get another one? We did. That's 2 for 2. Sadly, they're not any of the actual family member generals, but still, that's pretty funny. Look, they've already got 3 chevrons of experience as it is, man. They are getting a raise. Is this for real right now? I left my general just sort of hanging out there on the flank and didn't even realize. I'm not entirely sure why he was there, but hey. Everyone just... Throw a peeler. Throw the peeler. Anytime you like. Today would be nice. Or just don't. Or just ignore my orders completely. Fine. They're actually not doing it, are they? If I tell them to stop doing whatever they're doing, maybe they'll then do it. Maybe? No? Yes? No? Oh, fuck you guys. Our ballisters are slowly running out of ammunition. Also, pike fight! Pike fight! Levy pikeman versus levy pikeman. You don't get to see this very often when you're playing as Rome, that's for sure. I'd quite like to play a campaign as one of the successor states one of these days, just to have some cool pike fights. Oh! We got another one. I suppose the odds are in our favor with them having like 5 generals on the field at once. But bloody hell. Wasn't even aiming for him either. I was aiming for these bloody pikemen. I mean... I'd love to... Oh, God. I'm going to end up killing our own governor, aren't we? Stop charging into combat, you moron! Oh, I think they're running away now. Good. We don't have a lot of ammo left, but let's make it count, boys. Come on. Oh, you're actually finally throwing the peeler. Good. If he comes any closer, we're going to get to snipe another bloody general. Oh, they just got sick of living, apparently, these guys. Yep. There goes another one. Oh, dear. Well, as far as my... Holy shit, guys. How did you do that? That's like double your actual range that you're supposed to be able to fire at. That shot was ridiculous. They seem to be hitting every part of it. Look at it go. It's like a comet. It landed here. This is like a different postcode from where they're located currently. That's the distance they're normally supposed to be firing at. Also, we just got another hit. Sweet. Anyway, as far as my personal army here in this battle is concerned, this is going to be one of the most one of the best kill-death ratios I think I've ever had in this game. Oh, so we finally got into combat over here, I see. Right. Have you guys got any? No. Okay, Pella takes to the back then. You're officially useless at this point. Yeah, the mercenaries are running away, but that's okay. This insane governor is still alive somehow, I think. Yeah, there he is. Although for how much longer, I don't know with this guy, with this lot charging at him. No, okay, no, run away, dude. Don't get him for... Oh, dear. Yeah, well, he's about to die then. Very good. Okay, and this lot are running away. Very good, very good. Okay, we're going to have another pike fight now. Pike fight 2.0. Pike fight 2 electric boogaloo. Quite possibly. Is this guy... Okay, that's a general's cavalry without a general. Okay, this is not actually looking good for the Roman pikemen here. We should probably rescue him. What's this? Greek Tarentine cavalry. Alright, those are our guys, okay. But you just parked here so you can get a closer look. The AI does this sometimes. Like, it'll position a unit on a flank, ready to charge, and then it'll just sort of never charge. And then this happens. Why, guys? Why? Why? Okay, guys, that was slightly overkill with the javelins there. Why are they shooting at every unit except the one I tell them to shoot at? These guys, you dicks. This is what I get for relying on barbarian mercenaries, isn't it? What if I tell you not to shoot them? Will you then shoot them? Do I have to use reverse psychology on my own mercenaries here? Because if you shoot them from this angle, boys, you're not going to do anything. Look. They're just shrugging it off. Sigh. Yeah, now you've run out of javelins, haven't you, you silly buggers. Charge then. Make yourselves useful. Don't. Oh dear. I can't just sit here and watch it happen. These are actually my units that are getting killed now. Straight into the pikes, turned yourselves into a bunch of barbarian cavalry kebabs. Classic, we do a cavalry charge and we lose more of our own guys than the enemy. At least they're running away. Luckily, we're in Greece, which means we can probably recruit some fairly decent cavalry of our own as mercenary replacements, so... You guys are, roughly speaking, kind of expendable right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? Please tell me you're not about to charge those pikemen. Please, for the love of all that's holy. By all the gods and minor deities, please don't do what I think you're going to do, Mr. General Man. Also, please route.
Watching you,
Shit.
scum.
Why are these random new levy pikemen so frickin' determined not to run away when everyone else has? I don't know. Valorn, 24 months. Hey, there you go. 2 years. Anniversary. We made it. I feel like I should have a bell to ring or something. I don't know. Cake for everyone. Unless you don't like cake. Okay, cake for no one. It's been a long time since I played the Shivering Isles, I gotta say. I did watch Variax play through it, though. And honestly, it's not as good as I remember it being. Okay, they finally packed it in. Good. Who's this over here? 1 unit of Thuriaphoi chasing these Tarantine cavalry around. Okay, then. Sweet Jesus, dude. This general here just has a death wish. He's got 2 bodyguards left alive now. I'm amazed he's not actually dead yet. Like, it's rare that the general himself ends up being the last thing alive. Shivering Isles is fun, but visually, yes, it's more like Morrowind because like there's mushroom trees and stuff, but it's very sort of like if you're trying to roleplay, it's a nightmare because it's literally just Bethesda on silly mode the entire time. Effectively, that's the problem Shivering Isles has, really. It's like, why would I want to murder this duke and cut out his heart and then eat it? And Bethesda's answer is, I don't know, it's the Shivering Isles, why not? It's fun. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, but my character wouldn't do that. And Bethesda are like, well, that's fine, but you don't get to continue the main quest, bub. But what if I don't want to be the mad god? Tough? Is there at least a choice? Can I turn Sheogorath's offer down? Bethesda's like, nope.
Only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Like, the only choice that seems to be available is, I suppose I could just leave the Shivering Isles and go away. At which point it's like, so if that's my only option, why the fuck did I buy this DLC?
And this day is clearly our victory.
Well then. How many did the catapults kill in the end? 292 casualties inflicted. Good grief. Mind you, the bloody noble cavalry killed 387, which is kind of crazy. Well, that's that small Macedonian problem solved.
Victory! Imperator.
Oh yeah, gotta activate the little script. Almost forgot about that. Don't like the look of you, Mr. Macedonian assassin. Quintus Fulvius Flaccus, the guy who apparently has a death wish. Also, he has a ton of influence. Bloody hell! How come? You have some sort of crazy senatorial rank. He does have a large client network. That helps. Resents his position. The governor has come to deeply resent the position he holds, viewing it as beneath him. He takes this attitude out on the locals with a passion. And apparently his own bodyguards as well. Good grief. +2 unrest, -2 law. This guy is... Oh, okay, you're annoying, dude. He's a senator. He's hot-headed. Alright, maybe... I don't know, maybe we should make you a general then. I don't know. I was getting kind of attached to Decimus here, but... The Senate does want him back in town, actually, admittedly. Alright, Quintus. See, here's the problem, though, Quintus. Even though you're a shit governor, you're still not as shit as Decimus is. So, sorry, bud. But you're gonna have to stay where you are, because you've got a massive ton of influence, which is the only reason this city is not, like, up in revolt right now. So, yeah. Yeah, Shrine to Juno. Keep trying to make Pharsalus happy. Alright, well, with that out of the way, any good mercenaries around here? No, it's all a bit rubbish, unfortunately. So, where do we want to send you? I suppose we'll send you north. Yeah, let's send you north. You can go stand on that river there and wait for them to come to us for a bit, I suppose. Because we've got 2 armies down here in the south to deal with the Greeks for now, so... including Norb, glorious Norb, who still has no command points. No command stars at all, but plenty of other stuff. Obviously, he'd probably be the better governor at this point. I just love the idea of this crippled general riding around on a horse that he's literally been strapped to. Skilled debater, senator, shy, careless, honest, reconnaissance specialist, loyal, so on and so forth. Political general, demands excellence. Alcoholic, so I would be too probably. Infertile. Lame from birth. He shall have no descendants, but history will remember him. Don't we have some reinforcements being recruited? Yes, we do. We've got another army effectively on the go here. That's good news. Speaking of which, let's recruit some frickin' more, I guess. Yeah. You can't recruit anything yet. I don't think Capua can either, can it? No. Capua. Open pit mines, perhaps? Expeditions. Let's do expeditions because it's a quick one. It only takes 1 turn. Rome's doing fine. Arretium is doing fine. Araminium is doing fine. Genoa is slowly growing still. How is Acragas doing? Aren't we supposed to be taking Syracuse? Oh no, we already did. Yeah. That's where Publius is. He took Syracuse. Tabularium. Building when provincial records are kept. That's a very expensive building in terms of tax income. Like, my goodness. It does give you 5% law and 5% happiness, though. The pictures are bugging out again. Annoying. Triumviri Nocturni. Ah, it's another law building, isn't it? Be good, actually, as law buildings go, too. I think we should probably build that. Acragas. Population 17,000. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, we're working on the Proconsul's Palace already, which means that we'll only have to upgrade it once more. Get the Palace of the Praetor Vicarius, and then we gonna have some we gonna have some Marian reforms, folks. way ahead of schedule in terms of the timeline, but I don't care. Cool. Yeah, basically the requirement for the Marian reforms is to get Akragas to the max city size. So we've been doing that by basically just importing loads and loads of slaves. The city has somewhat expanded beyond its means at the moment, unfortunately. Which is why it's got a -2 population growth because of squalor. It doesn't have the public health buildings to sort of cope with that number of population currently, which is why it's declining currently. But that doesn't matter. We just need to get it over the threshold and then worry about it later, because that's all we got to do. We just got to get that big ass palace built, and then we get some badass Roman legions out of the bargain. So.
At your service.
Yes, Romus Rectum did change that, Dr. Fat. It's not remotely like vanilla. Everything you know about vanilla, Rome Total War, chuck it in the bin, because virtually none of it applies to Romus Rectum. This mod completely, like it's not much of an exaggeration to say that Romus Rectum basically deletes the vanilla Rome Total War game and builds a brand new one using the same engine. It's a completely different kettle of fish entirely. Oh yeah, we recruited these Athenians, didn't we? Forgot about that. Go with our elite Thracians, who are really, really badass. They're so cool. Attack 22 is nuts. Good. Our armies in the south are starting to get very mercenary-ified, but it's all good. It's all good. We try and take this guy out. Ah, he's retreated into his own territory now. Let's get back in Athens before it starts rioting. Speaking of which... Well, are we building anything here? I feel like we should be building stuff. Yeah. I think I did want to build a Shrine of Juno, didn't I? Let's get Tribal Justice, actually. That's cheaper. What's in this army here? Interesting. Problem is, I think if we attack this, he's going to get help from the nearby town. Although that would be a fantastic way to get Corinth. Although I have a feeling if I take Corinth, I'm going to get immediately attacked by the Spartans, because they desperately want Corinth. However, I think there's a script working in the background that's stopping them from actually declaring war on the Greeks. Because that's the only reason they haven't taken it yet. Always been a massive fan of EB, but watching these streams makes me think about it. Honestly, it is kind of, it's very similar to EB in a lot of ways, actually. I prefer the later start date, for one thing. But one of the things that I don't particularly like about EB is that it starts quite early. Which means that you have to deal with all those weird Camillan Roman units, which I just hate. It's not a period of Roman history I'm particularly interested in. I'm all about, like, the late Republic, early Empire, through to the late Empire, really. That's kind of my period of Roman history I like the very, very early Republic. I don't really know much about it, nor do I really care to know much about it. It's not particularly interesting to me, unfortunately. You know, playing as Rome, going to fight the Etruscans and so on, and the Samnites and what have you. So yeah, that's something I don't particularly appreciate, but aside from that, it's still a very good mod. EB2 is pretty cool. I did install EB2 last week and played that, running on the the Medieval 2 engine, and that is actually quite cool. That is pretty cool. The crazy Latin voice acting yelling in my ears on slightly questionable quality microphones I could live without, unfortunately. But aside from that, it's not bad. It's quite impressive, actually. Like every time I click on a unit of Triari and I just get in my ears just like, Triari! Like, just making my eardrums bleed. Like, that's hard work to deal with, unfortunately. Because the EP team saw fit to basically replace all of the vanilla voice acting with their own version, which is in actual Latin. And as I said, on some slightly wonky microphones. So... You need a mod to remove the modded voices. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, really.
Imperator.
Are we ready to hit the end turn button here? I feel like we probably are. Hoplites of Corinth. I have a feeling they're probably quite badass, those guys. I don't know quite how I'm going to deal with this, really, for now. But we'll deal with it somehow. Oh, hello, Macedon. That's annoying. Come fight me in the south, you bastards! Right, I'll fucking lay siege to Pella, see how you like that. Actually, if I'm careful, I might be able to take the damn city. If I get very lucky. I'll make them think twice. Oh, more Senate positions being doled out, it looks like. Very good. Servius Livius has got an intrepid explorer. Decimus has got a master of the archers of Crete. Publius has got an equestrian. 10% bonus on all trade income. For a governor of Syracuse, that's not a bad thing at all. Alright, good. Yeah, see, there's the scripted ceasefire thing going on with Sparta and the Greek cities, I think. Which is why they've not, like, murdered the crap out of each other already. Not without some serious work, Dr. Fat, unfortunately. I'm afraid. Just deleting a few files is not really going to be enough to make it work. Alright, so. No. 34. Here's my plan. We walk up here, we attack this guy on the bridge here, and hopefully he decides to fight us. If he withdraws, then we're kind of screwed. But if he doesn't withdraw and he actually fights us, we might be able to kill both him. It'll be a bridge battle, which will be tricky, actually, but we might be able to kill him and the garrison of Pella, and thereby take the city in the bargain in one fell swoop, which will then give these guys up here something to deal with, other than laying siege to poor little Edessa, which has just nothing to defend it right now. So... has 2 units of Velites and a unit of Equites garrisoning the place. They are screwed if the Macedonians attack it. So, I mean, I do have this blob. It's not really an army, really. It's just a blob of Roman cohorts that I could chuck up there. But, yeah. It's not a particularly magnificent state of affairs, it must be said. Suppose. Age 69, nice. You're not really meant to be a general, but you could be one. You were supposed to be the governor to replace the old guy, but maybe you'll just have to do. You could finish up the rest of the army with mercenaries, potentially. 2 units of Greek Tarentine cavalry. Slingers. A couple of the units of Samnites. That might get the job done. That might just get the job done. Oh god, big blob of pirates. That's just what I needed. Might be able to get them there in time to rescue Edessa. On the other hand, I might not. So we'll see. 6 turns? If they decide to just assault the walls, we're fucked. If they decide to actually wait out the siege, I might be able to rescue the town. But let's see if this part of the plan works first, at least. Let's save it again. Okay, we're in business. He's decided to... Oh, wait, hang on. Damn. All right, no. All right, here's the thing. Right, withdraw. Load. This is why we save before doing things like this. The city is not going to actually come to his aid, unfortunately, which is exactly what we wanted, so I'm not going to fight a bridge battle for no reason. So instead, what we're going to do is... This is a bit riskier. This is definitely a bit riskier. But... What happens if I hop over into this province? Do I get new mercenaries? No, this is the same bunch. All right. We'll take a unit of mercenary hoplites. What we're going to do instead is stand very temptingly over here and lay siege to Pella like this. Make a sapping thing, do we? Whatever. Wait a minute, we can assault. Oh, of course we can, because we've got stone-throwing siege ballistas. Ah, yes. All right, forget that. I am going to auto-resolve this, because what might happen is we'll load in, and the siege ballistas will fire everything they've got at the gates, and if they miss enough times, they'll just run out of ammo and it's game over. So, and I hate doing siege battles anyway, particularly ones where I'm guaranteed to win. It's just a case of watching the meat grinder happen. So let's auto-resolve this and wince when we inevitably lose loads of guys. Yeah, we lost 1,200 dudes. That is preposterously shitty, but we did take Pella. And we will occupy the city. I didn't manage to do the slave thing this time, but right now, honestly, Akragas doesn't need it. We already launched the background script. What's going on? Okay, anyway. Okay, this town is, like, super not happy with us. Holy shit. Holy shit. They are so unhappy with us. Even with a full army stacked up here, they won't behave themselves. That is a problem. That is a big problem. Shit. Also, these guys have just been decimated. Actually, it's more than that. If they'd been decimated, that would have been better, technically. Okay, well. Wow, yeah, this town is super, super pissed off with us. Might be because they broke their stupid fucking cisterns, actually. That might have something to do with it. You gits. And the walls are dead as well because of the siege. But anyway, we took Pella. That might then force the Macedonian AI to be like, oh, fuck, shit, they just took basically my capital. And then leave Edessa alone, at which point I can start bringing these guys across to help out as well. That's the plan, anyway.
Your Honor, moving.
Let's find out if it works, but before we do that, let's build some stuff. First aid center, maybe? I'm just desperately trying to build public order stuff right now. And Odeon, actually, that's a good idea. We'll do that. Greeks like their theatre, don't they? Right? Athens is behaving itself, at least for now. It'll behave itself a hell of a lot more if I build an aqueduct. Build that. Thermos. Obstinate, annoying Thermos. Ceres and Mercury? No. Right, just build the Oppidum, I suppose. Who else needs to build stuff? Crotona? Get you... Why do we have very high taxation in Crotona? I have no freaking idea, but... Let's build you some trade expeditions. Region gets trade expeditions. So trade expeditions for everyone. Everybody gets trade expeditions. Except for you, because you've already got some, I think, yeah. Roads would help, though. Syracuse is still building stuff. Acrogas is still upgrading. Lilybium. We could get you... Well, Lilybium is, like, extremely well-behaved, so... Yeah, let's just go low taxation to boost population growth. And... Crop rotation? Yeah, crop rotation. Hey, Dan. Yeah, you know, these are all things that, mind you, the Romans weren't much better in that respect, I gotta say. In that last respect, the Romans were kind of infamous for that sort of thing. 100% not broken at all, yeah. Luckily, we've still got enough of an army there to actually make life difficult for anyone who tries to attack us. But, yeah, that was painful. That was painful. Like, practically half my flipping cohorts were just gone in the click of a mouse. Hate auto-resolve in this game so much. It is just the worst. I think these guys were supposed to be for that army that's down in Tarentum, but, oh well. And then there was this guy as well. Don't know what to do with him. I guess you can just sit there for now. Oh, dear. What the? Oh, yeah. Greeks from Massalia, I suppose, probably, which is why they've got so many damn Celtic units. Hope they don't become a problem. They're about to take this town here. They might be, you know. I don't think it has no garrison at all. Are the Greeks at war with the Free People? No. Yeah, they are. Okay, right. Interesting. They're expanding. Which gives me a perfect opportunity to take a little bit of northern Italy, actually, later on. That's good. Bloody hell. I could build some serious goddamn ships here in Athens. Holy crap. And I can build Athenian marines, apparently. That's not a terrible idea, actually. That's, in fact, a really good idea. These guys are awesome. But also I could build, like quinquiremes and desiraes, or whatever they're called. A dreadnought in the ancient Mediterranean. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm about to get an actually competent navy. This is good news. Fantastic. The thing is, like, Pella's probably going to riot next turn, and then probably kill a few more of my guys in the city as a result. That's going to suck. Oh, well. There's no to be done about it, really. Capua. What shall we build in Capua? Oh, I might be a bit sniffly on this stream as well, by the way, guys. Unfortunately, the reason for that is because because I've been doing all this model building, I had to use some super glue, and my sinuses don't react very well to super glue, shall we say? Well, not really super glue itself, more like the fumes that come off super glue. Ugh. Capua. Capua is quite well behaved these days, so suppose we can just focus on utility stuff. Riminum, wine, olive oil, etc. I'm pretty sure there's some olive oil here, isn't there? Yes. And Eretium. Crop diversification? It doesn't really get us anything, does it? Also, why the very high taxation again? Stop it. Stop. Look at that. Projected profits minus 11,000, and yet we'll still have a starting treasury total of like 55 grand. You're never really short of money in this mod, that's for sure. What on earth are you on about, Desmond? Oh. Right, sniffing glue. It's not on purpose, it's just when you've got 20 odd models to build and you can't use polycement because they're not made of plastic, you got to use super glue. And it happens to anyone who gets exposed to enough super glue after a while. You develop an allergy to it. It's just science, basically, the way it is. And I do have a slight allergy to the stuff. I'm okay if I use foam safe super glue, which is odorless. That's fine. Unfortunately, I've completely run out of the stuff, so I had to open up the Gorilla Glue, and it got the job done nice and quick, but it's done a number on my respiratory system, unfortunately. Same thing with you and acetone. Yeah. Basically, I think the issue with it is, this might be the case with acetone as well, but I don't know. But cyanoacetate, I think, is what the actual name of your average super glue is called. You know, your Gorilla Glue type stuff. It contains, a small amount of cyanide, hence cyano. And it's that which, fucks you up. Too much too fast and your lungs are wrecked for the day, yep. How did V's Easter stream go? It wasn't able to make it at all because of family stuff. It went very well, as far as I can see. I think I probably only watched about half of it in the end, which is a bit of a shame. Because I for some silly reason thought it was starting at 6 p.m. and it was actually starting at 6 a.m. So I missed like the entire start of it. I tuned in very briefly, and then before I had to go off and do family stuff like you. And then tuned in later on, and obviously I jumped on for the Morrowind segment, and that was quite fun. Whenever he puts the VOD up for that, it's definitely worth watching. There were pillow forts and shoe shrines and impersonations of ordinators, and it was all good fun. We had a good laugh. It was not a very traditional sort of Morrowind RPG session where we go off and fight monsters and do dungeons and things. It was complete silly nonsense because we had a bunch of very, very bizarre suggestions from the donators for stuff to do. So I don't think we went into a single dungeon the entire time, and the only things that we actually ended up fighting were, like, I don't know, guards and the occasional rat, I suppose. It was I managed to get to like level 2 by the time it was over, though. I was quite impressed. Like, it seems my knowledge of how to break Morrowind is still as good as it ever was, because in the space of 3 hours, I managed to get to level 2. I was over halfway to level 3. I had, like, a Duke's Guard silver cuirass and helmet, along with a bunch of other, like, high-end Imperial armor. And I had a really, really badass ebony longsword, and basically, yeah, I kind of broke the game. I had like 10,000 gold. Yeah. Oh yeah, we killed the Ordinators. We killed the Ordinators and wore their armor, and yeah. It's a good one. It's definitely worth watching. It's proper classic. Let's interactively play Morrowind insanity. Like, that's what it is. If you ever watched his interactive Morrowind series, it's more of that, basically. Everything but a traditional playthrough of the game. But yeah, it was good fun, though. Like, honestly, the multiplayer mod for Open Morrowind seems to have an awful lot of potential. The only real problems with it are that just, like, there seem to be random quests that seem to be set to the wrong stage. For example, you know the Morag Tong guy you have to poison in his own house by putting poison in his cooking pot? In Open Morrowind, you go into his house and he's already dead at the start of the game. Likewise, when I went into Serethi Manor, when we were running around looking for pillows, I randomly got attacked by 2 dudes as soon as I stepped through the door, and I feel like it was because it was part of a quest stage that was set wrong. So yeah, like it's very, very good. It has a lot of potential, but there are definitely, you can see sometimes in places where it's still a little bit broken and not quite working as it should. So right, okay. I think I'm just going to end the turn. See what happens. Oh yeah, they've come back. Some of them have, anyway. This is actually not the outcome I wanted. But I took your capital. Nah, 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 nah. Is available as a VOD. You can watch the entire 24-hour uncut stream on his Twitch channel right now, should you wish, but edited segments of it will be going up on his live stream channel on YouTube, I think, over the next week and a week or two. Good grief, yeah. That's some serious rioting right there. My God. And they're still angry. They're still pissed off. Very good. Oh, apparently we need to build a Palace of the Praetor Vicarius as well while we're at it. Great. Let's get back on the go at least, while we're still under siege. Problem is we're a little bit paralyzed here. Because these 2 armies are locking down these 2 cities. They look like they're behaving themselves for now, but as soon as I remove these armies, they are not going to be behaving themselves for very much longer. Which is a problem, obviously. I really don't know how to deal with this mess here, either. We've got like a significant blob of troops here, which is probably more than just 1 stack of my dudes can deal with, which means I have to bring both in, but then the AI starts getting involved, and it's a real problem. Like, might have to auto-resolve rather than actually fight the battle type problem, because multi-stack battles are a mess in this game. As you saw earlier with the AI-controlled mercenary army back there.
Yes, I shall speak with them at once.
Would you be interested in, I don't know, a ceasefire, you bastards? Ugh, gits. Bloody Greeks, bloody Macedonians. String them all up, I say. Athens is not supposed to have a very high tax, no. Thank you for spotting that. You know what? It might actually be able to get away with moving the army out of here. Not leave it completely, you know, empty, but... Who can we ditch? These guys. And them, to be honest. Hoplites of Athens, Athenian Marines... I think the Marines are probably better. Fuck yeah. Alright, you know what? There's a lot of mercenaries in this army, but they ain't bad. It's not a bad collection at all. Okay. Let's save the game in case this goes awkwardly, shall we say. Yeah, this is the problem. Attempting a night attack will not work because this guy's probably got Night Fighter, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. It's apparently evenly matched. Yeah, the numbers match up more or less, don't they? Oh, yeah, this army's taking a little bit of a pasting. Interesting. Okay, well, you know what? I'll fight that. I'll take that. I'll take those odds. We might be able to take Thebes in the... Oh, sorry, not Thebes. Corinth in the process as well, so... All right, then. Let's try it. Let's do it. Do we have any cavalry at all in this army? We don't. Oh, shit. That's a problem. We don't have any cavalry. Yeah. I mean, we can still manage, but we won't be able to chase people down when they're running away very effectively. I mean, it's not even just Greek mercenaries at this point. I've one of these units of Athenian Marines, I legit recruited from Athens. They're not even mercenaries. So yeah, there's a lot of Greek versus Greek action going on right now.
They have been whipped to the battlefield like cattle for slaughter. We are even matched in numbers, man for man, but that does not tell the whole story.
I forget which general this is now.
For all that,
It's not Norb.
Stronger within ourselves. We are the
It's one of the new guys.
Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is stretch out and grasp the foe firmly.
I've just realized as well,
The auspices have been
big problem with this battle, the enemy's got catapults, and I don't have any cavalry, except for my general.
With such portents, we need only march upon the enemy.
Oh boy.
And the first man to the enemy gets a jug of my finest wine.
Well, General, whoever your name is, I don't remember. Maybe this is Norb, I don't know. You're gonna have to sort of go all Rambo in this shit, and, well, okay, so what's interesting is the enemy is going to be deployed down the end of a slope, which is really quite funny. Unless they decide to deploy over here, which they probably will, I suppose. But even then, that's going to make life difficult for their artillery, at least. But yeah, oh boy. I have inadvertently attacked them in a really, really advantageous position, although their reinforcements will be coming from that way, I think, because, yeah, the town be over there. But, yeah, that's interesting. Well, then. Willy Wellington. So. The Marines have projectiles? No, they don't. They just got little swords and big shields. Alright, cool. Triari on the back line, as well as the now packed as hoplites, the mercenaries, the Athenian epilectoi. Very good. All right. It's a good solid army. It's pretty much 99% heavy infantry, but it's good.
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought more men to the fight.
Right, yeah. No, actually. Go this way. And run, in fact. And yeah, General, what's your face? You, my friend, are going on a special secret mission. You're going to single-handedly reduce us a lot of casualties, hopefully. Because you're the only cavalry unit I have, and thus it's going to have to be you that does it. So. Oh boy, I'll be about to get my general killed here. Hello, Greek heavy peltasts. So here's what we're going to do with you. The entire back line. Oh god, yeah, here comes the... Oh god, that's bad. That needs to be dealt with. Not nice being on the receiving end of that shit, I've got to say. Uh-oh. I was hoping they wouldn't notice. You know, it might be very easy to kill their general. We quickly cut the head off the snake. No, no, fuck, we're being accosted by the enemy cavalry. No, this is not going to work. Run! Fuck you! You Greek bastards! Alright, my general may be about to die here, to be honest with you. This is not going according to plan, even remotely. Fuck! Well, this is turning into a grand old mess. Oof. Oh, no, my poor general. Oh, fuck. There he goes. I took my eyes off him for 10 seconds. You git. Alright, well. Now we just gotta kind of hope that our morale holds. Didn't even manage to take out the catapults in the end. Ah, what a waste. Also, their catapults are currently killing some of their own men, which is alright by me, but hey. We need to get flanking here. We need to get flanking so very badly. Cavalry and anything that's not heavy infantry is also useful, yeah. What in the fuck is going on here? Fine, you charge my spearmen straight in the front with your cavalry. You do that. You do that. You see if it works out. Are these my Thracian Volksmen? They are! Oh, yes. Okay. If ever there was a problem-solving unit, it's these guys. And look, a little gap has opened up here as well. Perfect. Is there a general in there? It is. This is going to be a lengthy fucking battle, let me tell you. Just a heavy infantry meat grinder. Right. Do your war cry. Like, what are they doing here? Like and charge. Fucking Volksmen. Do what you do best, guys. murderize everything. Oh, you're running away, that's good. Alright, we're starting to roll up the flanks. Hawksman continuing to wreck face. Excellent. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. These fucking catapults are annoying the shit out of me, but not much that can be done about them for now. Man, these Thracians kick ass. Hope they can kick just enough ass to actually make this work. Although I have a feeling most of them will be dead by the end of this battle, because they don't have the best defense, but they have really good attack. And this is so annoying! I don't have any units free to go deal with it either. Except for maybe you. Alright, go on then. Quickly divert you motherfuckers. Athenian Marines just like, guys, where are you going? Guys? Syracusan Somatophylax. It's a heavy cavalry unit, apparently. So what is with this utterly retarded battle line here? Like 5% of the unit is actually doing any fighting. Idiots. These hoplites of Corinth are nearly screwed because they're in a sandwich between these Athenians and these Thracians. And then, like, the enemy cavalry has just decided they're going to form wedges and sit there and then not do anything. As I told you, they do this. They keep doing this all the time, and it's so freaking weird. I don't know. Like, it just has a brain fart. It manages to get as far as, get behind enemy with cavalry in wedge formation, good. And then it just doesn't make the connection between that and actually attacking. Alright, finally, we've fucking dealt with the catapults. My god. I know you guys are absolutely knackered, but we need you up here now. Yeah, and that's what the AI does with its cavalry. It just decides, right, it either manages to flank correctly, but not actually attack, or it just sends its cavalry into the meat grinder pretending it's like heavy infantry. Like it's doing with these guys. It's just decided, right, we'll just commit them, we won't bother charging properly, we'll just wodge them into the meat grinder. So daft. Oh, there we go.
Enemy general is slain.
Revenge.
Now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Oh, look, you finally managed to charge with your cavalry into a unit of spearmen. You genius. Run away! Run away! Yeah. Are they running away now? No. Might be soon, though. Look at this. Death blob. These guys are having a battle of the bastards moment here, but unfortunately there aren't going to be any cavalry coming to rescue them. No Knights of the Vale for you. Similar sort of thing going on over here, really. Speaking of which,
The enemy army is in flight.
still watching Game of
Pursue them
Thrones.
and drive
Episode
them
2
from
was
the
rather good.
battlefield.
Although, I have to kind of mentally prepare for the fact that episode 3 is basically going to see every beloved character we know and love horribly, horribly killed. So that's nice. Oh, you've still got some guys annoying you. Give us a war cry. Go on. Give us a war cry nicked from, like, Lord of the Rings or something. Yep, that's definitely orcs. You know what's ironic? In the Lord of the Rings mod for Medieval 2, it doesn't use that sound effect. Oh, yeah. I tell you, Folksmen are just a miracle unit. They can kill everything. They can kill cavalry, they can kill heavy infantry. They're just so good. They're so freaking good. Maybe I should play a game as Thrace or something, or whatever the equivalent is in this mod, and just dominate the entire planet with Folksmen. Yes. We'll taste man flesh. Speaking of which, I think either after after we're done with this campaign here in Roma Surrectum, or maybe even just during it, but we stream it on a different day, I would really like to do a Third Age Total War campaign as Isengard. I want to be Saruman. I do. It would be so cool. Jesus, these Greeks do not know when to give up. Fucking hell. Alright, gents, apparently we're not done yet. Will you just fucking rout, honestly? Do the decent thing and piss off. Hoplites of Syracuse. Oh, and there's that general I couldn't quite kill earlier. Yes, yes. A new power is rising. Its victory is at hand. Etc. Yeah. Does that count as a pun, by the way? Because you know the whole hand of Saruman and Isengard and stuff. You know, the white hand thing. Its victory is at hand. I think that's a pun. I think that's officially like Saruman making a pun. But yes, I'd like to do an Isengard campaign. It'd be good fun. So far, I've had a bash at the Special Fellowship campaign. I've played quite a significant amount as the dwarves. I'd like to give the baddies a try. And I think possibly try and take and keep the One Ring for myself, so we'll end up fighting Mordor as well and just ruin everything. Like, just completely and utterly fuck with the timeline of Lord of the Rings entirely. Play as Isengard, destroy Rohan, then fight Mordor and try and keep the ring for ourselves. I think that'd be jolly good fun, honestly. However, I've got to say, because I always felt like in a Total War mod where you want to conquer the world, like it'd be much better to play as the bad guys in a Lord of the Rings mod, you know. But actually, I have to say, after having done a bit of the research and something kill this asshole, having done the research, we're never gonna catch that, are we?
The enemy army is in flight.
The good guy factions actually do seem quite interesting to play as in Third Age, because of the whole ring bearer mechanic, you know. Basically, you play as, say, Rohan, for example, and you do your thing, and you're fighting Isengard and so on and so forth. And basically, like, the ring is actually an item that is tracked on the game map. It's out there somewhere. Oh, hello. Might be able to head these guys off at the pass, so to speak. It's out there. It's an item in a character's possession somewhere on the map, and it'll start off in Frodo's possession, but it can end up in anyone's. Like if Frodo gets killed, and then the ring gets taken by someone else, and so on and so forth. And basically, in order to defeat Sauron, essentially, what you have to do is, if the ring comes into your possession, whatever character of yours that's got the ring then becomes the ring bearer, and then it's your responsibility to take the ring to Mount Doom and chuck it in yourself. So I could be playing as, like, the dwarves, for example. I could somehow get my hands on the One Ring, and then I would have to make a dwarf army and march it all the way to Mordor and try and chuck the ring into Mount Doom to win. Which I think is actually really interesting, personally. So God damn it. We're never going to catch this bastard. There he goes. You got away with it this time, mate. Can you play as an army of hobbits? I don't know. You can play as Eriador, which is the part of the world where the Shire is. Although it's mostly sort of like Breland militia and stuff like that. Most of the all the human factions all conglomerated into one up there. So you have Dunedain Rangers and what have you, and Bree and everything like that. But I think there are a few Hobbit units you can recruit, like very basic rubbish militia units of Hobbits you can have. Can I actually rebel? You know, I don't know. I don't actually know. There's a whole set of mechanics on it, and I read a little bit of it, but I'm not totally certain. I do know that the ring, basically having the ring in your character's possession, gives you debuffs the closer you get to Mordor. So, like, the closer you... If you've got the ring and you get closer and closer to Mordor and Sauron, your character starts taking significantly greater and greater and greater stat debuffs. So, because the ring, as it gets closer to Mordor, it starts to take a heavier toll on the ring bearer, basically. It's such a good... It's really, really awesome. It's an amazing mod. I wish I'd played it sooner, honestly. It took me years to get around to it, but I'm glad I did finally, because it's a heck of an achievement. It really is. To build something that cool off of the base of Medieval 2 is nuts. You know, I mean, there are other mods too. Like I said, there's EB2, but in particular, I'm really interested in doing a Broken Crescent campaign, because I think Broken Crescent is one of the most underrated Total War mods there is out there, really. Because everyone always plays Stainless Steel or Third Age, or what have you. But Broken Crescent, I think, is fantastic, and I'd love to do a campaign of that. But I think that might have to wait until we're done with Done with Rome here. Alright, I've had enough.
This is a heroic.
Okay, we took 1,000 casualties roughly there, but that's alright. Hopefully we get Corinth out of this. Broken Crest is pretty cool. Like I said, I've done 2 like little attempts at test campaigns. Oh god, really? Right. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. We did it. Corinth is ours. And now probably is the point where and we have no general here because he's dead. Oh, it was Domitius Hino Barber. Yeah, it was our lawyer friend. It was our lawyer friend. He bit the dust. He was kind of cool. That's a shame. Oh well. Can we kind of just leave Thebes to its own devices finally? I just leave some levy spearmen in there? No, they're still pissed. They're really pissed. Probably needs a decent governor. And Norb is definitely a decent governor, like, I gotta say. He's got buckets of influence. Wow, man, we're in a bit of a we're in a difficult spot here, folks. It has to be said. This is an awkward old spot we find ourselves in right now.
Yes, Captain. Disembark. Sir, attack!
Alright. Let's deal with these guys. I am still planning to do Mass Effect at some point, yeah. It's a big commitment, and I'm not ready to make it just yet. We will do it, though. Like, cause I'm kind of committing to, like, playing 3 full, huge RPGs there, really, with Mass Effect, so... Today, the road to victory will be paved with skulls.
Today we face the
I like this guy.
Macedonians, a nation of brave men and worthy foes. We are here to do one job: prevent them from taking the town at all costs. Their position is hopeless, the count of their troops pitiful. But remember that the base cur still has a bite. They will, unless completely unthinking, try to use the woods to screen some of their troops. I have fought these men many times, and even now they must be praying to their false gods for mercy. They will have little enough of it from me. The gods have surely smiled upon us. The omens are so numerous and so in our favor that I cannot describe them all and still have time for a battle today. Be of good cheer. Our comrades are marching to our aid even as I speak. And remember this above all: our Roman gods are watching.
Make sure they are not ashamed. All right.
Your reinforcements
Oops.
have arrived. This is hopeful.
Okay, well, no deployment phase for us, apparently. Shit. Look at this snowy wasteland. All right. Oh, no, don't do this. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Oh, God. Yeah, I just decides, fuck your formation that you set up in advance. I'm going to move in one huge, gigantic line instead. Like, why, guys? Why? Velites. You can go at the front like that. Velites and slingers at the front, boys. Sam Knights can stand around at the back. Also, no, don't run. Just go normal speed. Broken Crescent is centered on the Middle East, correct? Does it include Europe, or does it sacrifice most of Western Europe for more in the East? Precisely that. Yeah. You get literally Constantinople is the furthest west the map goes. So that's all you get. You get that's as far west as it goes. You literally have Constantinople on the very, very, very far leftmost border of the map. And then from there it goes all the way east into India. So roughly speaking, sort of Persia is roughly the middle of the map. Sort of possible Persia / like Dubai, like the Gulf of Persia probably is roughly speaking the middle of the map in Broken Crescent. It does go quite far north as well, though. Interestingly enough, actually, it goes quite far north into like Ukraine and the Siberian steppes as well, because there's quite a few and up into like Kazakhstan and that sort of thing. Because you can play as like the Cumans, for example, and the Karakitai Khanate as well. So like not quite Mongols, but almost Mongols. So there are some Asian factions in it as well, including the Indians as well. So it's interesting. It goes quite far north and very far east. Does it include Crusader incursions? So the game starts around the time of it's like the 1100s. So there's already a Crusader state set up in the Levant. So there is a Kingdom of Jerusalem at the start of the game, and they are playable if you really want to play as them, but I kind of feel like that's boring. If I want to play as Western medieval stuff, I go play vanilla or Kingdoms or Stainless Steel or something. I think the fun of Broken Crescent is playing as the more exotic Eastern units and factions and stuff. So, but yeah, the Kingdom of Jerusalem is in the mod at the start of it, and they are playable. As are the Byzantines, but again, you know, like the fun of playing as the Byzantines is basically trying to restore the Roman Empire, and since most of the Roman Empire is not even on the map in Broken Crescent, like again, I don't know really why I'd play as the Byzantines in Broken Crescent, aside from the fact that I suppose they do have a very, very accurate and cool unit roster, I guess, but yeah. It's on the left of the map. They are the city garrison. And they're waiting off screen right now because I didn't set them to be AI controlled, so they're hanging around off the edge of the battlefield and they'll pop in if I lose units. Hopefully I won't lose any units though.
By the decree of fate perhaps, but victory all the same.
Oh, they withdrew. They decided to withdraw, so we just automatically win. Okay. I didn't even notice. I was too busy talking to the chat. Well, now we're back on the campaign map, at least I can show you. So basically, Broken Crescent, this is the edge of the map for Broken Crescent, basically. It ends, like, here, right in the middle of the Aegean Sea. That's the westernmost border of the map in Broken Crescent. So you get all of Anatolia, and you do get Constantinople. And then you move east. And like I said, it goes quite far north, so you get like the Cumans up here. And you get the Karakitai guys who are sort of a bit further east than this. This Roma Surrecta map only seems to go as far as the Gulf of Persia. Yeah. But Broken Crescent stretches all the way down into India. Oh, what do we do with you, Thebes? What do we do?
General!
Levy Pell tests.
Orders, leaving the army.
Just gonna keep hiring mercenaries or something, I don't know. Okay, they're sort of behaving themselves now. Emphasis on sort of. Because I have a feeling that the Spartans might just decide to go berserk and attack us next turn. I just have a feeling. Call it a hunch. This place also doesn't have a governor currently, which is a bit of a problem. Switch this to growth policy, so we'll at least get low taxes on the go, but yeah, there's going to be some rioting in Corinth next turn. And some more rioting in Pella by the looks of things as well. It might, the town might honestly just straight up revolt, which will be a bit of a problem. You know what, Mr. Dude with a billion command stars? I'm going to ignore you completely and go over here. Yeah, that's right. You run away. You bastard. I'm so lazy right now. I want to auto-resolve it, but I know I'm just going to get fucked in the arse for it. Save the game. Okay, that was actually fairly reasonable. Okay, for once. That's not bad. I can live with that. Battlefield Messenger. Very nice. Spurious here? Spurious, my dude, you are shaping up surprisingly well for a guy who was originally just going to be a governor. You're doing okay. Go lay siege to Thessalonica. Oh, you know what? Maintain the siege. Just had a brilliant idea. Let's just borrow Decimus's ballastas, shall we? Yes, yes. However, this is actually going to be really awful anyway, so forget that. I think we might have to settle in for the long haul on this one. How many turns? 8 fucking turns, but yeah, we're going to take horrendous casualties trying to take that place by the looks of things if we don't. Wait it out. Okay, well, okay, we're still in a bit of crisis mode here, but slightly less so, which is nice.
Noble master, can I be of service?
Can I just bribe these guys?
I shall speak with them at once.
No. Become protectorate? No, that never works in this game. Nah, ignore me. I didn't want to talk to you after all, as it turns out. Getic diplomat, though. The Getae. The Dacians here. Would you like some map information and trade rights, my friends? Yes, excellent. Okay, so you guys are up here, it looks like. Oh, this is Scythia. My bad. This is Dacia here. All this blue. Wow, you guys have got quite a bit of territory. Quite a bit of territory indeed. The Dacians are no joke, by the way. Even the late Roman Empire still had some difficulty dealing with these guys. Dacians love their foxes. Let's leave it at that. You'll get the idea if I say that.
Your Honor. At your service.
General!
Foxes and a smaller one-handed variant called a Romphaiora or something, I think. If I recall correctly.
Imperator!
Which the Romans had to specifically design a special suit of armor to deal with. And a special type of helmet as well, if I recall, too. Because basically the Dacians were splitting their heads open like watermelons. So they had to come up with a reinforced special helmet for dealing with that. But potentially we might not have to deal with the Dacians for a while yet, if we're lucky. We do have a little buffer of these Roman rebels up here. Apparently that didn't get retaken, or maybe it did, and the map's just not updated yet, but... No, it's still owned by them. And there's some regular Free People factions here still as well, so we won't have a border with the Dacians just yet, but it will eventually happen. Right now, though, I want all of Greece. I will have to deal with Sparta at some point. That probably won't be that difficult, really, to be honest. Then I'll have all of the Greek peninsula, and I'd like to go all the way to Byzantium. Over here. And then, I think with that taken care of, in an ideal world, I would like to then pop back over here and start thinking about taking northern Italy and maybe expanding west a little bit, take Massalia. I reckon that'd be good. Don't know when / if I want to deal with Gaul. I mean, we'll have to at some point, but the Arverni are expanding quite a bit, as it seems up here. And obviously Carthage will be doing something. They've got most of Iberia by this point. So... yeah. Also, I'd like to link this up here. I'd like to take Illyria. And then link up all the way around here, which will inevitably mean we'll probably have to fight the Boii at some point. The Boii faction. Yeah, we'll have to fight them because I'm going to want Bononia and Patavium, and I'll end up bordering along with them here as well. Which means, yeah. That's going to be awkward to deal with. I don't necessarily want to push up here into freaking Germany to wipe them out. So I may just burn some of their shit to the ground and then retreat behind the Danube and build some forts and just settle in. Honestly. Any interest in Imperator Rome? You know, at first I wasn't interested because at first my attitude was kind of like... Because I played Europa Universalis Rome back in the day, which really was Paradox's first attempt at doing Imperator Rome. And the problem I had with that was, it was okay, but... Sorry, I'm stretching here. It was okay, but ultimately I enjoyed playing Rome Total War more. Because there's a lot to be said for having real-time battles. However... And initially, I had the same opinion of Imperator Rome. I was like, you know, it's cool, but again, I think I'd still rather play Rome Total War or possibly EB2 for Medieval 2 or something like that. However, now that I've seen some other folks playing it and had a decent preview of the game, actually, it does look kind of interesting. So, yeah, I guess I am kind of interested. In playing it. I haven't pre-ordered it because, you know, Paradox games can sometimes be buggy pieces of shit on release, and so I'd like to avoid that if I can, but I would be definitely interested in getting it at some point, I think, because it does look interesting now that I've actually seen it in action. Oh yeah, I think we'll go for taking a lot of Iberia before we deal with Gaul. For sure. That will definitely be a thing. I mean, to be fair, the Romans themselves did not deal with Gaul until very late in the Republic. Like, there's not a lot to be gained, really. Like, the Celts are all the way up here. They don't have particularly great profitable settlements, you see. Iberia is a bit more profitable. And yeah, you know, Carthage must be destroyed, of course, so. Yes, it was Caesar himself that conquered Gaul.
General.
So what's this guy going to do then? That's my question. Basileus. Is that their faction leader then? Yeah, it is. King Agis of Pella, it would appear. Since we killed King Philip. At
your service.
That's an interesting unit they've got there. Yeah, we'll find out that he may just decide to attack Edessa again, or he may decide to run back here, because I think Macedon's probably on its knees by this point, really. They're not happy bunnies. Where did that spy end up that I had around here at some point? Show lists, agents.
At your service.
He's in Liguria, Venetia,
Your honor.
Paeonia,
Yes,
Dalmatia.
master.
Okay, maybe he just straight up died. I don't know.
On my way. Moving.
Let's move you up there.
Yes,
Move you
master.
east.
On my way.
So Philippi's got a decent garrison.
Secrecy is a show.
Alright, that's a good spot to observe stuff from. So yeah. Macedon's still got a bit of an army, but yeah. They're on the last legs a bit, really, aren't they?
Sir!
Hoplites of Corinth. Let's not hire them just yet. Actually, let's definitely hire them because I might get attacked next turn. And here we go. God's sake, this auto-managed bullshit. I hate it. Let's recruit some more Athenian Marines. Oh, we still have to deal with Chalkis, lest we forget. That army is basically stuck there because the idiotic AI doesn't know how to do naval invasions, but yeah, we will need to deal with that too at some point. But for now, we can pretty safely ignore it. There's no land connection here but with Chalkis and the rest of the... sorry, Euboea here and the rest of Greece. So he's pretty much just going to sit there impotently for forever if I leave him there.
General!
Yeah, there basically is no serious diplomacy, unfortunately, in Rome Total War. The AI is dumb as a brick in this game when it comes to diplomacy. The Roma Surrectum mod actually comes with a boxed-in version of the force diplomacy accept script thing, but it doesn't always seem to work, unfortunately. For instance, if I were to talk to these Dacians here, probably won't work because I've already talked to them once this turn, but if I were to say, make demand of a single payment of 100 denarii. Actually, no, this is not the way it's supposed to work, is it? Yeah, that's I've cocked that up now. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Where's the Greek diplomat? There he is.
I shall speak with them at once.
So I go over to him, and I say to him, I do this.
Click on the listed offer and demand items to create a proposal.
Then I click that.
Left click on
Then I demand, for example, map information. Yeah, it still doesn't seem to work. Basically, but you saw there, it's got a script built into it that's supposed to allow you to force diplomacy. But it just doesn't seem to work. It seems to be broken. Oh, hello, Lil. Thanks for the raid. Hello, cheesy people. Cheesy horde has arrived. We're playing some Rome Total War at the moment. Some modded Rome Total War. Very heavily modded Rome Total War. Although, I don't know how much longer we're going to be playing it for, because we're going to stop pretty soon, take a little break, and then play some Crusader Kings 2. But right now, what we're doing is we're conquering Greece and Macedon up here in the north here. And we're basically winning on both counts, but it's been very slow and grindy, and we've taken a lot of unnecessary casualties, shall we say. And Sparta is hanging around very antagonistically, and I'm probably going to have to fight them maybe even next turn. It depends on what they do next, really. Because they really want Corinth, and I've now got Corinth, which means they're probably going to attack Corinth with my dude still inside it. Also, one of my best generals just died last turn in a battle. Because I wasn't paying attention, basically. I'd like to say he had a nice heroic death, but he really didn't. So yeah, things are not going amazingly, but they're going okay. Positive numbers being generous and negative. Well, that's something Paradox has been doing for like decades. That's the thing. Like, this is a thing that the Total War developers could have sorted out, diplomacy, many, many years ago if they'd actually bothered to try. But they don't. But they didn't until now, apparently. Because Paradox has been doing like the whole diplomacy thing properly for many, 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 many years. Right, let's see. Do we want to end turn? Is there any building that needs to be done? Have a quick check. Edessa? Are we building anything in Edessa? Probably get a shrine of Juno, I suppose, or something. I don't know. No, let's get a first aid center. My chief enemy at the moment seems to not actually be the Greeks or the Macedonians, but public order. Unfortunately. Would you like a Lyceum? Oh my, okay. We've already got an Odeon in this town, apparently. What about an arena? Yeah, they'd like an arena, it looks like. Okay, good. Crotona. Large trade expeditions, go for it. I gotta fund these armies somehow. How are we doing down here in Sicily? How's Syracuse doing? They're doing okay. Acragas will be nearly done upgrading to the next city level very soon, which is very good. Acragas is a very important town because if we get this town to the maximum size, it will trigger the Marian reforms, and we'll be able to get a brand new Roman army with proper legions and stuff, which is much better than what we're working with currently. Ah. Okay, then. The odds are apparently slightly against us. I can see why. I'm ready to take those odds, though. Chiefly because I've got catapults and they haven't. So let's save the game and give it a go. Yeah, they've got the AI has like really super elite armies all the time. It's kind of annoying.
Over there stands the fearsome Macedonian horde. Mark them well, for the children of Alexander are merciless, cruel, and hard-faced in victory.
Problem is, some guy, I think literally everything you're saying is like another language to most of the people here. Anyone who's not studied ancient Greek and Roman history will be like, what are you talking about, dude? You're using all of these words that I've never heard of before. What's a triplex A keys? And what's a maniple?
They must fail. We have a slight advantage in numbers, but no lives can be thrown away today. We cannot afford such profligacy.
Profligacy?
Many times I have faced these people, and still they are too stupid to learn their lesson. Today, men will die to teach them afresh that they should simply run away.
Like, I'm not going to disagree with you there, Mr. General, man. They probably should just run away at this point.
Cry, put fear into the enemy's guts. Call out to them and be brave. Call to the heavens and let strength and honor be your watchwords today.
Okay, we're on a pretty significant slope. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. However, maybe we can exploit this really bizarre terrain we find ourselves on here. Because we've got a big pile of rocks here in the way. Force the enemy into a couple of bottlenecks, perhaps. Okay. Get the Sam Knights over here as well. And then the catapults go here. General's cavalry. Velites. Slingers. Right, and our cavalry. Oh, bloody hell. His Tarantine cavalry could be quite useful, actually. The key is going to be using them correctly. And oh, crap, they're behind us. That's not good. Alright. What are we dealing with here? Jesus, they've got some elite units today. Wow, yeah, they've got really, really badass elite units in this army. Probably the last of their badass elite units, actually. If I had to guess, the remaining armies they do have are probably mostly like levy pikemen and stuff like that. Ooh, misses. This is difficult. Yeah, here's the thing. I can't engage these guys either. They're going to literally pop onto the battlefield right here. This is a problem. This is such a problem. Oh, gosh. I should have deployed over here instead or something. I really should have. Oh, goodness me. All right, so. Well, adapt and overcome. We're going to just fight to the death in the middle here. That's what we're going to do. Those can hang around there. All right. Right, Tarantines. Chuck in some javelins. This probably isn't going to do much. Oh no, we've already killed one. Because we're attacking from the flanks at least, we might get a bit of a bonus here. Alright. Flaming ammunition. That's no, they're yeah. Kill whatever the most elite unit is. Let's find out actually. 2159, 1644, 1646. Right, fire at them. Kill those bastards. Oh look. Well, that's missed spectacularly, but hey, is this gonna work? Are they just gonna shoot the hill instead? Let's find out. Oh, so close. Yeah, you're just going to shoot the big hill, aren't you? That's not going to work. Shoot the general, then. See if we can assassinate him. Oh! Got a hit, just not quite what we wanted. I can't even shoot these guys with the catapults, even though they're in range, because they're technically not on the battlefield. It's so annoying. Oh boy, look at that. Sweet. I feel like the slingers might be about to get killed by my own artillery. But hey. Oh, come on, guys. Please shoot on target. Alright, it's kicking off. Oh god, I didn't even notice this mess going on here. Run away! Shit. Well, alright, let's see if you can take the general on. I have a feeling you probably won't be able to because these Tarantine cavalry are useless in melee, but maybe with force of numbers we can kill them all. Whoa, god, I forgot we were still shooting at them. Turn around, shoot something else. Shit. Right, these suicide cavalry at the moment right now. All I need them to do is kill their general. And it will be worth it. Either of their generals, actually. Oh, God! No, don't do that, you morons! No! Okay, this did not work at all. Not even slightly. Oh dear. Well, on the bright side, at least we can turn the catapults around again. Possibly. Hopefully I won't kill my own guys. Uh-oh. That's not good. General versus general, let's go, AI style. No, no, fight them. Don't fight them. Fight them. Oh, you fools. Let's take you off fire at will. Catapults no longer have anything to shoot at. Oh, this is not looking very good. Oh no, you fucking don't. I see you there trying to sneak past. Also, this cavalry unit here is just fucking indestructible. My god. Ooh, get out of there. No, don't attack them. Go away. Run. Jesus. Oh god, the Sam Knights are fighting their like super elite legionary style infantry. This is all really going horribly. It has to be said. We can sort of get around behind these guys. Now they're going in as well. Ooh. We really need to find a way to make these catapults actually work. No. Pick up the fucking catapults, you... Oh, I see the problem. Indestructible general cavalry, yeah. Ugh. This really is a bit of a clusterfuck. Do not stop and fight. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Just move, you bastards. Shaken, that's good. Didn't really work as well the second time. Yeah, those guys, those high pacifists or whatever they're called, they are really, really boss infantry, those guys with the blue helmets on. Oh, this is so bad. These fucking cavalry right here are causing me so many problems. You stupid, broken bastards. Like fucking cavalry just duking it out as if they're infantry and not all dying. That's not normally supposed to happen in this mod, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that they've got so many upgrades slapped on them that they're just managing to kill loads of stuff anyway. This is not going well. This is such a disaster. What's this guy's name again? Spurious or something? Spurious, give me back my legions. But the UI is not modified. This user interface is just what you get if you go to into the ini files and tick the, you know, minimal UI mode. That's a vanilla feature. Ugh. There's just nothing I can do. We're screwed. Ugh, this is just, yeah. My deployment could have been better, but honestly, this is just the broken AI with its free upgrades kicking my ass. There's nothing I can do in a straight up fight against these guys. They've got so many silver chevrons and silver armor upgrades and stuff that I just, yeah, kind of screwed. Just gonna bully this one random skirmisher. Yeah, screw you. Yeah, they're running for it now. The rout has begun. Where's the general? There's one there. All right, mate. Time for you to have a glorious death. Rome demands your sacrifice. Where is one of their generals anyway? Oh, he's there. And they're making their way over to him. Splat. Oh yeah, there's also a unit of hoplites over here, so rip cavalry. Somebody kill that bastard, please. Somebody kill him. Oh, there's my general. He's about to be very, very dead indeed. Oh, let's see if he can escape somehow. No, he's pretty screwed, isn't he? He can't even move. Oh, no, wait, here we go. He's the only guy in his unit left as well. It's literally just him. I'm now playing an RPG. Just controlling this one dude. Can we withdraw? We can. Everybody fucking just go. Everyone who can. Just GTFO. If he survives this, we'll have to just resign him to being a governor in disgrace somewhere in, like, Sicily. Off he goes. He's the only unit in my army, I think, that hasn't routed as well. Oh, no, there he goes. Actually, the ballista guys are still alive. That's funny. Run for it, guys! That cavalry's so exhausted it can't keep up with the infantry. That's funny. Not for much longer, though. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure why it hasn't ended yet, because... Oh, you've not technically routed. Yeah, that's why it's not ended. The withdraw symbol's exactly the same as the route symbol. Clear defeat. Bugger.
Retreat! The siege is broken. Out of moves.
Sigh. Age 53. No. One of our old ancient governors died, I think, of old age finally. Probably the guy who was 69 last time we checked. Civil disorder, yes. Corinth and Pella are both rioting. Because of course they are. Ooh, build some wells, that'll cheer him up. Sparta is still hanging around and being very, very awkward indeed. Well, shit. This isn't good. You, Spurious. You who had such a... Maybe you can yet redeem yourself, I don't know. 19 is an early age to write the guy off, admittedly. However... we need a new governor. For Tarentum. Weapons metal. Get that imported. And Rome. You can recruit some Triarii. And trade expeditions. Wow, Rome is actually turning a profit. That's scary. Get on with the deep vein mining as well, actually. This is kind of our breadbasket up here. It's where a lot of our money is made. With those towns. And all the mining they do. Wine trade for you as well, I think. Syracuse. We're going to focus on trying to keep you happy still. Maybe the Tabularium. Villa. Interesting. First aid center? Yeah, let's do that. Acrogas upgraded. That's good. So what should we get now? Crop diversification? No. Government determination? Maybe. We need more slaves, really. to boost it up to the final level, 24,000. That could be done with a big, if we take a particularly big city and do the slave exploit thing. That's certainly doable. For now, I think we will try and upgrade the hygiene of this place somehow. Is there even an option there? There's wells we've got built already. Where are the public baths at? Requires a market. Okay, right, well. Better build a market then. It's a town of like 16,000 and it still doesn't have a market. That's quite funny. Oh dear. Well. Yeah, with Sparta still hanging around, I don't feel happy about potentially moving this army north, but at the same time, I feel like it might have to happen. Because, yeah, we need to go help this little situation that seems to be evolving up here. Like, this town is probably one turn away from actually, like, just literally chucking me out and revolting. It's not good. It's not good.
Imperator. Imperator. General. Move out.
Alright, yeah, we're going to send you north. You're a better governor than whoever this guy is. Right, you are. Okay, so.
General. Move out.
What happened to those catapults? I'd still like them, yeah.
Forward. Sir.
Also,
Imperator.
you.
Forward. Imperator.
Alright, let's merge a couple of units here.
Sir.
Merge you.
Imperator. Orders.
Let's get rid of these slingers.
Imperator. Sir.
Get you in there. That'll merge you with that and that.
Imperator. Onward.
Okay. And now...
Orders.
Alright. If we chuck out you...
General. Sir. Orders. General.
Okay, there's no way I can make this work. I wanted to park them on the bridge there. Like, park these guys on the bridge. Just let this town go nuts. And then try and retake it, I suppose.
Orders. Orders.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to let Pella revolt. I'm going to take it back, and I'm probably going to enslave half the freaking population and send them to Akragas. That's probably what's going to happen there, really.
On my way.
Like silver chevrons. Where do you get silver chevrons from, AI? Like, 2 silver chevrons. Like, what the fuck? They have some magic building somewhere that's giving them all this experience? Because that is nuts. Takes my guys, like, an entire campaign to get to that level.
General.
Like, they have to take several cities and fight in multiple battles before they can ever get to that point. Ugh.
General. Splitting the
Alright, let's reinforce this army with whatever we can.
Orders. Imperator. Orders. Leaving the army. Sir. Sir. General. General. Orders. Sir. Leaving the army. Sir. Orders. Sir. Imperator.
Cavalry probably not a big deal when we're on the defensive on a bridge,
Sir.
admittedly. else can I give you?
Imperator. Sir. Imperator.
Merge you with you.
General. Sir. Leaving the army. Sir. Imperator. Imperator.
Corinth, the hot plates of Corinth, they're pretty good actually. You can have them and all. All right, there we go. He's gonna get if he wants to get his biggest stacks through here, he's got to go through this bridge. In which case, he's got to fight me with these guys camped on a bridge with stone throwing siege ballistae. So yeah, good fucking luck with that, chum. Tarantine cavalry can swap them out as well. They're not very good. You can have some of these Boeotian dudes instead. All right, cool. That we can probably work with. I hope. And if Sparta attacks us, well, we're screwed. Basically. We're pretty screwed. We'll deal with that bridge when we cross it, though. Oh, hello. Manius Cornelius Scipio. Interesting. I think perhaps you should be leading whatever army we happen to be building here. In fact, you can get out there and start leading it right bloody now, matey. Recruit some guys there. Triarii recruiting there. Down here we've got these guys being recruited. Okay, we might be able to manufacture an army surprisingly quickly here. But let's see. You approve of this plan for Pella? Yeah, I think that's all we can really do with it at this point. Wait for them to revolt, crush the rebellion, enslave half of them. I think that's the only way this is going to work. Because right now, that population is just inconsolable. They are pissed beyond imagining. I can't... Even if I station a full army in that town, it will not behave itself, so... Yeah, CK2 is going to be coming very shortly, actually. We're going to end this turn here. And yep, it rebelled. As I suspected. And the Macedonians are either not going to... Well, they're either going to have to go through us on the bridge, or they're going to not attack us at all. So... It looks like they're not going to attack us at all at this point, but I could be wrong. No, they're not bothering. All right, good. It was an effective deterrent, if anything else. All right, civil revolt. That's what I wanted to see. Manius Cornelius Scipio is a tribune now. Excellent. Also, okay, apparently this is not working right now. Corinth is rioting. Problem is Corinth doesn't have a bloody governor. Not a proper one, anyway. No, it literally doesn't have a governor. Which is a problem. It has a big, huge, gigantic army there, but... You know what, honestly, Corinth might have to go the same way as Pella. We might have to put down a bloody revolt. And that's fine, I guess. I wonder. I have tried so many times to take Thessalonica. Could this be the time it actually works? Well, first things first. We'll lay siege to this. I'm going to wait out this siege, probably. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I could really do with just a period of peace for a while so I can get my house in order, because everything's just such a mess right now. I mean, look at this. And this. And this. This. So many units that need to be retrained and proper garrisons set up. And yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. Diplomacy is... No, diplomacy is totally not an option, I'm afraid. Diplomacy is stupid broken in this game. It just doesn't work. Even if we could make peace with the AI, they will literally attack us in the next turn because that's how dumb it is. Like, ceasefires have no sort of timer on them or anything in this game. It's literally just, you make peace with them. They're like, okay, we're at peace now. You press the end turn button, they'll immediately attack you again. The AI is so brain dead dumb in Rome Total War, it's not even funny. Pharsalus. Build something here. Tribal justice for you. Thebes. Shrine of Apollo? Shrine of Juno? Yeah. Dyrrachium. More or less behaving itself these days. That's good. So we will make you an economic region. Actually, no, we won't. We'll build large trade expeditions this turn, then make you an economic region. Can I do anything useful with you at all? Oh, actually, I can. You can finally recruit stuff now. Awesome. All right. Yeah, trade expeditions. Recruit more Triari. Build me. Trade expeditions. Genoa. Trade expeditions.
Yes, master.
Tarentum. Build me trade expeditions. Sensing a theme. More cohorts. Start sending you down there. And more allied cohorts as well. Hopefully within another turn or two, we'll have a decent-sized army recruited again to replace the one we just lost. Right, so now we come to a choice. I can try and attack these guys here and hope that they get involved and then we can take the city. Or, I wait it out on the bridge, just sit here, wait for them to come to me, and then just massacre them on a bridge battle. Because the AI just, like, if the AI attacks you on a bridge, it's practically an auto-win, because the AI is stupidly, they have no brains, even less so when it's a bridge battle. They just try and force everything down the middle of the bridge and get horribly killed in the process. So... I really would like to try and take Thessalonica, though. Because doing so would probably put a big old dent in Macedon's economy, what's left of it. They must be drowning in debt trying to maintain all these armies with only a few towns left right now. Like, they've got, what, 3 provinces? Yeah. They got Philippi. Well, 4 at the minute, actually. They got Thessalonica, Philippi, Philippopolis, and Byzantium.
Orders? Prepare for battle.
Okay, right. Jesus. Fuck me. Indestructible blue-helmeted bastards. I don't even get to see what's in the other army. It won't let me, but... Okay, we do have catapults, and this time we're attacking. I could attack at night, but that would defeat the purpose of the exercise, really, so let's not do that. Alright, Decimus, it's time for you to unfuck the situation that Spurious fucked his way into. Let's do this. Like honestly, those Hypaspis dudes are bad news on a good day. But in a battle like this, they've got silver chevrons on them. They're a nightmare unit. They're an absolute nightmare.
Brave men and worthy foes. We must take the crossing.
Cleanup crew has arrived, yeah.
On this field, we have the benefit of greater numbers. It is one we would do well not to squander. Last time I fought those men, we were unlucky. It is now time to take revenge for that defeat and teach them to fear us anew. I do not fight with a cool head today. I confess it. My eyes see only a red mist. I do not want them to run.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Mark. Yeah, the Kingdom's expansion. Creative Assembly did that a lot. Like, their expansions would come out and they would actually do serious AI changes that wouldn't work in the vanilla game but would work in the expansion. Like, I remember the Barbarian Invasion in Rome Total War. In Barbarian Invasion, the AI knows how to do amphibious assaults with ships. In any other version of the game, if you're playing Alexander or the original vanilla, the AI is incapable of doing naval assaults. But if you play Barbarian Invasion, they can. And likewise in Kingdoms, I think you're right. If you play Kingdoms, alliances work. If you don't play Kingdoms, alliances are broken. And there's literally a bug in Medieval 2 as well, isn't there? Whereby the more the game goes on, the more other factions start to hate you, because there's like literally a glitch in the game that makes the AI hate you as the game goes on more and more. Oh, look, we're literally on the same battlefield as well. That's kind of cool. That's where we were earlier, right here. They've cleaned up the corpses already, I see. My goodness. Either that or the crows were very, very, very efficient indeed. But yes, I assume the enemy's going to be sat up on this hill probably somewhere, aren't they? I reckon so. Okay, well. I'm glad I did bring these lancers now, because these guys are going to do some work. Oh, yeah, they are. But more importantly, we only have 2 catapults and not 3, which makes me a little bit sad. But I think they still have the same amount of ammunition, so we will get the same amount of shots out of them. So it's not actually quite so bad. And because we're on the attack, the enemy might, if we're lucky, be very, very polite and just sit there and stand there as we pelt projectiles at them. They do that sometimes. They are a little bit stupid after all. I do not envy these poor bastards who've got to push these things up a hillside. My goodness. Alright. Where are you? There they are. That's one of the units anyway. These guys. It will not surprise you to learn that these guys are going to be what I start shooting at first with my catapults. The more of them I can kill with my catapults, the better. And as for the reinforcements, we can have a little look here. Oh, yeah. More, like, super elite bastard infantry. Which, once again, I would very much like to hurl flaming rocks at. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, you can already hit them. Excellent. All right. However, actually, before you do that, I would very much like to smudge this formation. It's weird shit you have to do sometimes to select your units correctly in this. Smudge the formation right up so that... What the... Oh, you're Velites, you're not. I thought they were the bloody crew of this thing, but they're not. Alright. Push you as far forward as I can. Just to minimize the risk of a stone misfiring, flopping straight into our guys here. Don't want to push you too far forward, though, in case we get into a situation like the last battle where the catapults are basically lost to us because they're stuck in combat. Alright, let's have at it then. Gonna probably have to chuck a lot of rocks before we actually hit something, but... Ooh, that was close, actually. Well, this one looks okay. Oh, man. So close. Oh, that's just a joke. Where is that going? Meanwhile, over here... They're still marching towards us. Man, we haven't had a single hit yet. At least the rate of fire is pretty good, I suppose. Oh, did we get something? Somebody just died. It wasn't a very good hit if it was a hit. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see. Yeah, you super really expensive infantry that can kill mine to death really easily. They're getting blown up by large flaming rocks. Very slowly, though. Tell you what. Let's move a bit closer. See if that improves the accuracy. Probably won't, but we'll see. That was so satisfying, that was right there. My goodness. What are you doing? What's the deal with this lot? They're still not quite here yet, really. But look, they're wearing chainmail. That's how you know they mean business. If you meet an enemy unit wearing chainmail in this game, that means they're badasses usually. Alright, you want to play the Peltas game, do you? No, they just want to suicidally charge into my entire army. Instead. Well, okay then. That's the way you want to play it. Ooh. Stop running away. Ugh. I think right now they're doing what many a true nerd calls bumbling. Really. Just constantly running around and repositioning themselves for no reason whatsoever. Well, I've watched one or two of his videos. I watched, for example, his Imperator Rome stuff to get an idea of what the game was like, but like I said, I don't really have time to watch Let's Plays these days, so I don't watch a lot of his stuff, but I do occasionally. Very tired, yeah, I'm not surprised. The everyone run around panicking tactic, yes, that. We have a bit of a fog settling in, apparently. Oh, they're going to go on the attack now and ruin everything. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! That was beautiful. Yeah, they are going to attack us, it seems. That's a shame. Mustn't forget about this lot over here. Alright. Lancers! Time for you to do some lancing, I think. Alexander the Great style. So why the fuck are the Velites not running away? Idiots. Oh yeah, hit them in the back. Perfect. He's immediately sicking these Hypaspis on my cavalry. No, don't fucking, oh my god. I hate you little blue bastards so much. I hate you so much. That didn't work at all. Well, on the bright side, guess who's now in range of my catapults? Would you idiots leave my cavalry alone, please? Can my idiot cavalry please run away a bit more effectively? Ugh. Splat. They're doing a remarkably good job of harassing my cavalry, actually. Like, credit where it's due. The AI is using its dudes really effectively right now, even if it's tiring the shit out of them. Gamer Elite Phalangites, huh? Well, hopefully I can land a big flaming rock right in the middle of them, since they're all bunched up so tightly there. Ooh, that was so close. Oh, will you just stop it, guys? Fight these hoplites of Corinth instead. My God. Alright, screw you, assholes. And you as well. Oh, the blue shitheads are back. Great. Okay, you guys. You're going to ram the blue shitheads in the back. That's what you're going to do. Actually, you might go somewhere else. Oh, yes. Very nice. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very good. Finally got my lancers to frickin' do something. Oh, that was a pathetic charge, guys. Let's try that again, shall we? Actually, you know what? You stupid Equites. Go and bully those peltasts over there. That's a bit more your pay grade, isn't it? I love how even their peltasts are like super elite infantry. Right, you guys can charge the blue gits in the rear. See how they like them apples. Okay, fine. Ignore my orders to charge that way instead. Oh, yeah. That's good. Oh, that's good. Yeah, like he flew, and that is, to be honest with you, because this mod tones down the crazy physics versus the original game. It's pretty freaking rare to see a dude just go flying in Roma Surrectum, but he did. That is just the magnitude of the charge that they just got hit with. And there goes one of their generals.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Oh lol, you're still firing, are you? We better stop that. Here comes the spiky cavalry death. Oh yeah. When they actually charge properly, i.e. they lower the lancers before charging, holy crap does it do damage. I don't know what the requiring factor is for that. Maybe it's like you need to have them charge a certain distance. Perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, they probably do just need a good run up. Like, probably like the knights in... Yeah, but look, see, they're charging, but they're not using the lancers. Like, one or two of them did there, and it sent those guys flying. I mean, like, the knights in Medieval 2, they work fairly sensibly, right? Like, you give them enough of a run-up, and they actually lower the lances, the couch lances, and they do the thing. But, it seems a little less clear in this. And it's odd, to be honest with you, because it seems to be a mod problem. Because, as far as I can recall, Vanilla Rome Total War did not have this issue. Now, here we go, see, they've lowered them this time. Which means... Yeah. Instant rout. Some really specific distance for lancers in this. Yeah, I don't understand it. Like a lot in Rome Total War, there's things that just are difficult to understand. Unless you're like a really talented modder who really gets to grips with the way the innards of the game work, and I was not one of those people, so...
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Oh yes, the blue bastards getting massacred, I love it. Kill them all! Cut out their livers! Make Flaminius Nepos proud! Alright, just forget about that. Pretend that didn't happen. There's the last of the other blue bastards. Hurrah!
Drive them from the battlefield.
You know what? We do actually need to make sure not too many of these guys get away. Otherwise we won't get the city out of the bargain in the end. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Although yes, I feel like we might have killed the bulk of Macedon's really, really experienced elite troops in this battle. I'd be surprised if they even have the capability of recruiting these guys in any of the other towns they own. I don't think they'll have a high enough barracks level or what have you. That would be my guess, anyway. Yes, that clip, the liver clip, is so good.
The enemy
That
army
speech
is
was
in flight.
amazing.
Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Okay, hopefully, let's just finish these guys off here. And hopefully we will now finally take Thessalonica. Or Pella, whichever the one is we don't have currently. I think it's Thessalonica. Yeah, auto garrisons are a new Total War thing. I hate them personally. I find them really annoying.
This is a heroic
Because it was a whole tactic in these old games to lure the enemy out of the city to fight you in the open field and then take the city as the reward for winning. But that just doesn't work in new Total War games because the enemy doesn't do that. And you just have an auto spawned garrison thing, and I find it really irritating. So it's a yet another gameplay feature of new Total War, which I wish would just go die in a garbage fire because I hate it. Yeah, 43 men remaining. I think it's probably safe to say we've got this. Fuck yeah. All right, before we do this. Before we do this. We need to do the thing. You know of what I speak. Oh, there's no governors down here anyway, is there? Oh yeah, next turn they'll finish recruiting that general. Okay, good. How are you not dead yet, dude? You're 70. Holy shit, that's really old for a Rome Total War character. My god, you don't have some sort of weird immortal trait, do you? No, I'm pretty sure that was deleted from the game in Rome Resurrectum. But yeah, I think in original Rome Total War there was you could have someone become immortal. Like, it could actually happen. It was a trait with, like, a 1% chance of happening. But I'm pretty sure that was removed in this mod for historical accuracy reasons.
Orders, Imperator. Orders, onward, Imperator. March. Sir, march. Sir, march.
Hold on a second. Oops. No, you need to be in Acridas. You need to be in there. It's the other guys that need to not be in there. Alright, I think that's everyone. Except for Canek. Alright. And now... Save it first. Enslave! Population to disperse 6... That's not as much as I was expecting, honestly. I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright then, fine. Hey-ho. Build some wells. Yeah, they're pissed at us. It's almost like these people don't enjoy being subjugated. Personally, I think it's very rude.
Fleet ready. Set sail. General, move up. General, onward.
$23,000. Oh man, we just need one more. We just need 1,000 more, less than that, in fact. Oh god. So close to getting to the next level. Ah. Ooh, I could take these guys. And these. In fact, all of these fuckers. And move them here. I need like 200 more. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Right. I shall sacrifice you to the altar of the Marian reforms. By which I mean they're actually getting an early retirement, lucky bastards. There we go. There we fucking go. One more turn, the market will be done, and then we can start building the Palace of the Praetor Vicarius. Yes! Yes!
General, march! Orders, march!
We did it, guys. We did it.
Move out! General, onward! Orders,
Actually,
Imperator! Orders,
it does occur to me, though.
orders,
We need to do it right now. Because next turn, the population decline might mean that we won't have enough people in the city to actually do this. So we need to do it right now. We can't wait for the market to finish.
orders! Imperator, march! Orders, forward! Sir, march!
What in the flaming... You're a long way from home. The Germans are here. Do we have a diplomat we can use? Oh, we better... Oh, no, I can't remember one. Busy with that. Any of these other towns recruit a diplomat? You can, but you're too busy with this. Huh. Interesting. General Brino. Oof, they're pretty hench, those guys. You will note they are wearing chainmail. This, therefore, means they mean business. Naked Fanatics. Noble Cavalry, Germanic Chieftain Cavalry, which I can't see the stats for, but I bet you they're really good. Bear Warriors, I bet they're stupidly good. And these guys, yeah, Heavy Swordsmen, they're pretty good too. Yeah, a lot of the Celtic units are... Celtic and Germanic units are no slouch. Oh god, there's another one over here. What the heck? Oh, there's fucking blitzkrieg going on up here, my god. The Germans have arrived. They're taking northern Italy immediately. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Considering these guys' starting position is up here. So, yeah, okay. I think the Cimbri might have expanded to a slightly ludicrous degree. While we've been faffing around in Greece. That's a little scary, honestly.
Sir! Orders,
Well then. Yes, well, about 1,000 years or so ahead of schedule, the Germanic tribes have come to sack Italy. Good grief. See, this is why we need the Marian reforms, guys. This is why we desperately need them. Oh boy. Yeah. Because, like, Marian era infantry will be able to tear these guys to shreds, but our current lot, I'm not so sure.
sir! Sir, engage the enemy! Settlement under siege, sir!
Well then. Oh man, Thebes is having a shit fit as well. Greece is not happy, let's put it that way. Actually, you know what? Building arenas is probably a really good idea because that will allow us to hold games and therefore, hopefully, you know, deal with some of this bullshit slightly. So when they're available, I think we should definitely build some. We're going to switch to CK2 pretty much right now, some guy. I'm just making sure everything's in order before I save the game and quit here and go for a break, so... We do have the stonking great army in Syracuse that's not really doing anything at all, don't we? Other than being a garrison. A somewhat glorified garrison. There we go, there's an arena. Right. So, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Progress was made. We haven't completely subjugated Greece yet, but it's well on its way to happening. Yeah. It's, that last battle was so fun, actually, it really was. All the blue-helmeted douchebags. That was quite interesting indeed. Alright, well, I'm going to go take a break now. I'm going to go get something to eat, go get something to drink, visit the loo, all that good stuff. When I return, we're going to boot up some Crusader Kings 2 and continue with our House of Strathclyde playthrough with Countess Shona, who has become Countess of Strathclyde, basically, because all the male heirs of the family died to disease, basically. And so she's got a very interesting reign ahead of her. Very, very interesting indeed. So, join me for that in a bit, or don't, it's up to you. But right now I'm going to go take a break, and I'll be back in, call it like 10 minutes or so. So yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll be right back.